Hey, welcome back everyone to another devlog on Carry Me Melody. So one of the things I did this week was add some butterflies to the game. You can see there's some butterflies flying around. I wanted to see if this makes the world feel a bit more alive, and I think it does. I think it does make the world feel more lively and a bit more magical in a way. So I'm quite satisfied with how that looks. You can see they're kind of popping in and out. That's because the butterflies are actually just a particle system, and I haven't yet implemented a sort of swarming behavior or a behavior where they try to keep inside a certain region, so I will have to do that later. I'm not sure if I want to keep them as particles because that means I can't add components and kind of alter their behavior, but yeah, I will see later what I will do with that. One other thing I did was work on the tree shader again for a bit. You can see it looks a bit different, it's a bit more random now, and I think it looks a lot better. It still looks quite distorted if you compare it to the static tree. It's kind of hard to distinguish the leaves and things like that, but I think it's already a lot friendlier on the eyes. Let me know what you guys think about that. I know some people commented that they thought it's kind of uncomfortable on their eyes, so let me know if this improved it. And if you look at the top here, you can see a funny bug. I just thought I'd show you guys. Something strange is happening with the parallax layer. I will have to figure that out. I'm still kind of new to shaders. Alright, one more thing I experimented with is a new mechanic for the player. In the last devlog I discussed the garden area and that the player will get a new ability. And the new ability will be to glide. So the player can't fly, but she can glide at some point in the game. I wanted to give the player kind of a tease how it feels to fly. The story is of course about Melody, who is the main character, and she lost her wings. And I thought it would be a suiting ability to have something that reminds you of flying but isn't quite the whole thing. It took me quite a long time to get the feel right and the physics. At first I had way too realistic physics and it just felt kind of strange. But now I settled on a more arcadey type of physics and it feels quite fun. So while you're in the air you can angle up and down, and if you go down it will speed you up, and then you can go up again. And if you lose too much speed you end your glide. Now since this is gonna be an open-ended platformer, kind of like a collectathon where you have to collect things, this is kind of overpowered, it's kind of unbalanced, it makes the game way too easy. Let's say there's a collectible somewhere here in the air, it would be way too easy to just go up and glide and yeah, just grab it. It would remove all the difficulty in the platforming. So there is going to be some sort of limit to how long you can glide. I was thinking of maybe spawning some feathers, and if 3 feathers are spawned then you stop gliding because you kind of don't have the stamina anymore. So since Melody lost her wings and she doesn't have a lot of feathers anymore, I can imagine it's going to be straining on her to try to glide. So it would make sense in the story as well. But yeah, I'm quite satisfied with the glide. It's really fun to do, even if it is still a little bit overpowered or unbalanced right now. But yeah, I'm still in the prototyping phase, so I'll just keep it in like this and maybe I can come up with some cool things. So one other thing I did that's completely unrelated to Carry Me Melody is I made some pixel art. You can see it's some Zelda pixel art. And the reason why I'm making this is because I made a fan song or a remix or a tribute or whatever you can call it to a Zelda song, the Song of Healing song or the Clockwork song from Majora's Mask. And I was thinking of making 3 songs and putting them in an EP. I'm quite new to music, but it seems fun to release something. I'm just curious about the whole project of releasing a song. And yeah, I've mentioned in the channel that sometimes I just get like a whiff of inspiration and I just need to follow it. And this time I had the idea of making a few songs, I think 3 songs. and making some pixel art to accompany the music with a video maybe. So yeah, since the first song is the Clockwork song, or the Song of Healing song, it's gonna be about the Skull Kid, and it's gonna be about one of my favorite scenes in the game. It's right at the start when you first meet the Skull Kid and he transforms you into a Deku Scrub. So yeah, here's the Skull Kid and here's Link, and you can notice I also made Zelda here, and then down here I made a bigger portrait of Zelda. I'm really happy with how this portrait turned out, but I can't take too much pride because I just took a screenshot of the game and just kind of sketched over it and then made pixel art out of it. And yeah, I didn't draw it freehand, so yeah, I just cannot take a lot of pride in this. But it does look nice, so that's cool. So yeah, the second song in the EP is gonna be inspired by Zelda's Lullaby, and I was thinking the third song is gonna be inspired by the Lost Wood song. And then I'll make some pixel art, I'll make some retro version of these areas, so of the Clockworks and of the Zelda's Garden when you first meet Zelda and the Lost Woods. And I'll make a music video for each of those videos, and then I'll release it for free. And maybe some people would be generous to leave a donation, I don't know. I've been thinking of new ways to make some money because I am quite tight right now. Making games is kind of annoying because you work on something for a long time, but you don't earn anything until it's done. You've probably been listening to it in the background, so let me know what you think of the song. So I'll keep working on this art on the side. I need to make the environment, and I'll also just keep working on Carry Me Melody. Alright, that's it for this week. I know I did some more things, but I kind of forgot. This week really went by really fast. But yeah, the video is long enough anyways, so thanks for watching. Leave a comment about the art and the new mechanic, the gliding mechanic. And of course subscribe and share and all that stuff. And I'll see you guys again next week.